I would say I place my faith in Jesus. It's difficult always to have hard and fast responses to a question like that, but there's so much revolutionary wisdom in the Bible, I find. The story of Christ is still a fresh one, it's still a challenging one, because Christ in a way sets an incredibly high bar. We can all get to that point, but it's so inspirational, it's so humane, not least when he's on the cross and he's asking God why he has been forsaken. It is the most human part of his story, and I relate so much to that. So when you consider the messages of compassion, of love, forgiveness, which I think revises some of the other parts of the Bible, and somebody said that we're seeing the Bible through Christ, I can relate to that element of Jesus.
I was very lucky as a child to have Jesus in my life through my father, and I spent many years growing up with Christ in my life, and then taking a journey elsewhere and coming away from the church as I got into adulthood. Coming back to the church has been quite inspirational for me. Through the love of Jesus Christ, it's been quite an uplifting experience once again finding and coming back to St Michael's, meeting Father Felix, and having a wonderful congregation and lots of smiling faces, which means a massive amount to me. The difference that it's made in my life is it's turned me from being one person to a person with so much love for everybody else now. And that for me is just a wonderful feeling in itself, and it's made me be a better person in myself as well. As a sign of the cross, when I see that, I get a deep feeling of love now, more so than I've ever had in my life. So making this bold step to come back and be at one with Christ and the Christian faith, for me, has been inspirational, totally inspirational.
When I was younger, I had a good relationship with Jesus, but I never ever went to a church. I was always of the thought that God's church is all around, which it is. But then, as life progresses, things change and you go through certain circumstances. And I'd been poorly, and I decided that I'd like to go to church. I was having a few problems with finding grace and forgiveness, and I got in contact with Father Felix. And I also had some time on my hands because I've been in hospital, and I started reading the Gospels again, which I hadn't done for maybe 35 years. And I just found a real connection and a profound love for Jesus. I do find that a lot of people maybe reach for God when they're in times of darkness, when the seas are stormy. I actually find, it's great to be in touch with God when it's also calm, when the sun is shining and things are going really well. It's good to thank God. My daily relationship with the Lord is, it's not really a prayer. It's a conversation, a thought, back and forth, and I just wait quietly for Him to give me the messages that help me through life. My daily life. And being a single dad, it's a good inspiration. The whole concept of Christianity, forgiveness, love, grace, and to help your fellow man, there's nothing more perfect than that, in my eyes. And my son has really benefited from that, and obviously he's benefited from the grace that his dad's found with certain aspects of life. And I just think I'm doing the right thing,